and welcome to Actual English, everyone. I am Jennifer Clyde. It's time for lesson 354. It's time for the New Year 4. Today, let's talk about post-holiday weight gain. Post, P-O-S-T, meaning after. So, weight gain. All the weight we gain after the holiday season would be another way of putting it. So, post-holiday weight gain is our topic for today. Do you normally put on extra weight after the holidays? I know that there are major holidays in Korea, and those are the times we get to rest. We eat lots of good food, so we do tend to add a few kilos around those seasons, those holiday seasons. But especially for, let's say, Westerners, Christmas, New Year's, especially Thanksgiving is the time where people really gain a lot of weight. So we'll talk about post-holiday weight gain today. If you're ready, let's get started.
I don't know if you go to the gym, but I've already found that New Year's rush has started full force. I had to wait 15 minutes for a treadmill the other day. I couldn't find any weights. I mean, it's crazy. Do you go to the gym?
Unfortunately, I am the man that you hate so much. I'm the person that after New Year looks down at his belly and says, I really need to sort this out.
Yeah.
So I join the gym with the intention of going throughout the year and it being a lifestyle change.
How long does it last?
Till about March.
Okay.
Maybe. If I'm doing very well, then it'll go through until about March.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we do see a huge spike in the number of people that join a gym after Christmas and New Year. They reckon it's about 40% increase.
Wow.
Which, you know, as a gym is only so big, for the gym people, they're happy to be pumping extra people in to get extra money. But for people like yourself that go throughout the year, then it's difficult.
Yeah, I tend to go throughout the whole year. But still around Christmas, I do gain a bit of weight. You have holiday parties.
Yeah.
And also, I just think when it gets cold, I start craving those really hearty foods.
Oh, definitely.
I want mashed potatoes. I want lots of starchy foods, pasta.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my clothes start to feel a little bit tight by the time December, January comes around.
Yeah, it's one of those times that we need those extra calories and extra stodge and starch in your body to help keep you warm because it's so cold.
Right. So I'm also guilty. When January comes around, I'm also like, okay, maybe I should start going 4 or 5 times a week instead of 2 or 3.
All right, well, let's make a deal that we'll go 4 times a week together.
Until June.
Okay, you're on.
It's very easy to gain weight, but very difficult to lose that weight, isn't it? Okay, today we had Martin and Mary helping us out, so let's check out the conversation. Here we go. First of all, Mary says, I don't know if you go to the gym, but I've already found that New Year's rush has started full force. Full force means what? Completely, 100%. Maximum, okay? But the point is, rush, R-U-S-H. We're talking about the New Year's rush. If you see this word, rush, R-U-S-H, what comes to mind? I think of hurried activity, speed, things that are done very quickly, fastness. That's right. If you say, I'm in a rush, it means I'm in a hurry. I don't have that much time, okay? But here it's used as a noun, saying that it's a New Year's rush. Now, a rush is a hurried activity. It can also be a period of time where many people actually go somewhere to do something. So there could be a department store. At a department store, there can be a sale rush, a rush of people, right? In that case, we would say that people are rushing to department stores to go shopping because everything is on sale. But here we're talking about New Year's rush, and there are many people going to the gym. So a lot of people are all rushing to the gym all at the same time, okay? She says, I had to wait 15 minutes for a treadmill the other day. She had to wait 15 minutes for what? For a treadmill. You all know what a treadmill is, right? I think in Korea, we tend to say running machine a lot. Running machine. It's used so commonly that I can't say it's wrong. People understand when you say running machine, but the proper way of putting it is treadmill. It's that machine we can walk on or run on to exercise, okay? For cardiovascular exercises. We often see treadmills at gyms. So that's a treadmill. She had to wait 15 minutes to go on a treadmill, a running machine as we call it. I couldn't find any weights. So it was difficult to find weights. And then she asks, do you go to the gym? Here we go. Martin says, unfortunately, I am the man that you hate so much. I am the man, the person that you hate so much. And he explains, I'm the person that, after New Year, looks down at this belly and says, I really need to sort this out. Okay, so he says that he is the person, meaning the type of person, okay, that after New Year looks down at his belly. Okay, looks down, he says, at this belly. Belly, B-E-L-L-Y. Belly is another word for stomach. It's informal. It's a cute way of saying stomach. So he says, yeah, after New Year, I look down at this belly and say, I really need to sort this out. Okay, let's take a look at this. Sort something out. Sort something out means to solve a problem, for example. A situation means to solve something. It can also mean to categorize, okay? Put people or things, kind of separate them by class or category, okay? So sort something out could have many different definitions. But here he's saying, this is a problem I need to solve. This belly, meaning I need to lose some weight. That's what he is saying. We'll practice sort something out later on in more detail, okay? And he says, so I joined the gym with the intention, okay, with plans of going throughout the year and it being a lifestyle change. So he joins the gym. He goes to the gym and becomes a member of the gym. I joined the gym with the intention of going throughout the year. We took a look at throughout the other day. Throughout means what? From the beginning to the very end, okay? From the beginning to the very end. All the time was a synonym. So it means that he went to the gym or goes to the gym to sign up with plans or with the intention of going all throughout the year. And then, of course, Mary asks, how long does it last? So how long do you end up going to the gym? How long does that plan last? He says, if I'm doing very well, if he's doing very well, then it will go through until about March. Okay, so if he does well, he continues to go to work out at the gym until March. Unfortunately, we do see a huge spike. Remember spike? Which is a sharp increase, a rise. We do see a huge spike in the number of people that join the gym after Christmas and New Year. So he's once again saying that for him, if he does really well, if he sticks to his plans, he goes to the gym to work out until March. But unfortunately, he sees a lot of other people doing the same thing. He sees a huge spike in the number of people coming to the gym to work out just like him. And they reckon it's about 40% increase. Okay, we've got reckon in several parts of our actual talk conversation today. Reckon, R-E-C-K-O-N. Reckon basically means to kind of calculate sometimes. Calculate, meaning to guess. Okay, you're guessing something. You're not 100% sure, but you guess. I guess, I reckon, okay? They reckon, they think, they guess it's about a 40% increase. Now, for the gym people, they're happy to be pumping in extra people or pumping extra people in to get extra money. So here, gym people, he is referring to the people that work at the gym, okay? People that own the gym, people that work at the gym. Gym people, for them, it's a good thing to have many, many, many people coming to the gym. So they're happy to be pumping extra people in to get extra money. That's right. They make more money with more members. Now, let's take a look at pump in, okay? Pump something in. It means to just have many of something or a large number of something coming into something or someone, okay? You can pump in air. You can pump in liquid. People can be pumped in as well into a certain area. It means to have a lot of something just all coming into that one place, okay? So for the gym, it's good. They're making extra money, more money if they have more members. But for people like yourself, for people that work out at the gym, who go throughout the year, it's difficult. It's not so easy. Yeah, Mary agrees. I tend to go throughout the whole year, but around Christmas time, I do gain a bit of weight. So around Christmas, she tends to put on some weight. She gains some weight. You have holiday parties. That's right, holiday parties. And also, when it gets cold, I start craving those really hearty foods. Okay, so now she's talking about the reasons as to why she tends to gain weight during Christmas, for example. So around Christmas, what happens? She gains weight. Why? Because there are holiday parties, many parties going on, so there's a lot of eating and drinking, which, of course, will make you gain weight. What else? She says also, when it gets cold, I start craving those really hearty foods. When you crave something, it means that you strongly desire something. You really want something. So you crave hearty foods. Hearty is what? Heart. And then a Y. Hearty, hearty, hearty. When we talk about hearty foods, when we're talking about food or meals, we're talking about very large amounts of food, okay? Healthy foods. Really good food, for example. Very large amounts and tasty food. When we talk about hearty, as in people, we mean that they're loud and energetic, okay? Full of energy. Here we're talking about foods. So, we're talking about how we tend to eat a lot of delicious foods, hearty foods, okay? Now moving on, she says, I want mashed potatoes. I want lots of starchy foods, okay, such as pasta. So we're talking about what? Lots of satisfying food that make you feel full, that fill you up. Starchy foods, things such as rice, potatoes, and pasta. Okay, so she wants to have these kinds of foods around Christmas, so she gains weight. So my clothes start to feel a little bit tight by the time December or January comes around. Meaning, yes, she gains weight around these 2 months. Martin says it's one of those times that you need those extra calories and extra starch in your body. Why? To help keep you warm because it's so cold. We're talking about the months of December and January, the very cold months. So of course we do go to a lot of holiday parties, but aside from that, or apart from that, our body just wants more of these starchy foods, okay, and extra calories to keep our bodies warm, to survive those very cold months. So Mary says, yes, so I'm guilty. When January comes around, I'm also like, meaning I think to myself, maybe I should start going 4 or 5 times a week instead of 2 or 3. Okay, so this is what she usually thinks to herself because she gains weight. She says, maybe I should be going to the gym more often, not just once or twice a week, but 3, maybe 4 times a week. Now Martin says, okay then, let's make a deal. Okay, let's make a deal. Let's make a pact that we'll go 4 times a week together. Let's hit the gym together to work out. And Mary says, until June. Well, okay, that's 5 months, right? So, hope they do well. Martin agrees by saying, okay, you're on. He agrees to go to the gym with Mary, so hopefully they do, succeed in losing some weight, losing all that post-holiday weight that they've gained. Okay, let's take a listen one more time.
I don't know if you go to the gym, but I've already found that New Year's rush has started full force. I had to wait 15 minutes for a treadmill the other day. I couldn't find any weights. I mean, it's crazy. Do you go to the gym?
Unfortunately, I am the man that you hate so much. I'm the person that after New Year looks down at his belly and says, I really need to sort this out.
Yeah.
So I join the gym with the intention of going throughout the year and it being a lifestyle change.
How long does it last?
Till about March.
Okay.
Maybe. If I'm doing very well, then it'll go through until about March.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we do see a huge spike in the number of people that join a gym after Christmas and New Year. They reckon it's about 40% increase.
Wow.
Which, as a gym is only so big, for the gym people, they're happy to be pumping extra people in to get extra money. But for people like yourself that go throughout the year, then it's difficult.
Yeah, I tend to go throughout the whole year. But still around Christmas, I do gain a bit of weight. You have holiday parties.
Yeah.
And also, I just think when it gets cold, I start craving those really hearty foods.
Oh, definitely.
I want mashed potatoes. I want lots of starchy foods, pasta.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my clothes start to feel a little bit tight by the time December, January comes around.
Yeah, it's one of those times that we need those extra calories and extra stodge and starch in your body to help keep you warm because it's so cold.
Right. So I'm also guilty. And when January comes around, I'm also like, okay, maybe I should start going 4 or 5 times a week instead of 2 or 3.
All right, well, let's make a deal that we'll go 4 times a week together.
Until June.
Okay, you're on.
It's now time for actual expressions, everyone. Are you ready? Now, just in case you had some difficulty understanding a little bit of what I explained in today's actual talk, we have selected some vocab words and some patterns. So let's go over them as a review. First of all, we have rush. Okay, rush. What is a rush? I guess it can be a flow or a flood of something. Lots of something, right? So we're talking about a period of time, especially when many people go somewhere to do something all at once. They rush to a place. We talked about the New Year's rush when we talked about people going to the gym, right? What about intention? Intention is like a plan, okay, or a purpose. Perhaps even an attitude. Stress goes right there. Intention, it's basically an idea or a plan of what you do or what you plan to do. Reckon, as I told you, a very easy synonym would be guess. Guess. So, if you reckon something to be true, you're saying that you believe it to be true. Okay? If you reckon something to be a certain amount or a certain number, you're calculating it to be around that number, roughly that number. So you're not 100% positive, but you're guessing, okay? So evaluate, suppose is another one. Imagine, guess. These are all synonyms. What about hearty, as I told you? Here we go. Stress goes on the first syllable. When we're talking about food, everyone, okay, as in meals, food, we're talking about healthy, full, satisfying foods, okay? Very large amounts of really good food, satisfying food. But when we talk about hearty as in people, we're saying that they're very loud, full of energy, okay? So there are slightly different definitions depending on how you use the word hearty. In today's actual talk, it meant healthy and full. Moving on to our pattern, sort something out. As I told you, to sort something out may be to come up with a solution, to solve a problem or a situation. It can also be to, I guess, group people or things into different classes and different categories. Okay? So here we go with a sample sentence. We need to sort the problem out before the meeting begins. One more time. We need to sort the problem out before the meeting begins. So basically means that we need to deal with this problem successfully before we join the meeting. Got it? Okay. Moving on to pump something in or into someone or something. Pump in, pump into. So it means to force something, such as liquid, air, gas, people. It can be anything. You're forcing something into something or someone. Here we go. Did you pump enough air into the tube? Did you pump enough air into the tube? So you're asking, did you force or put enough air into the tube? All right. Now, let's move on to our final one. That was our final one. Pump something in or into somebody or something means to force it in. So please do practice these vocab words more on your own as well as these patterns, okay? Make them yours.